Good evening, I'm Alex Dierckman. Funding for food stamps was not included in the most recent farm bill passed by the House of Representatives, but Indiana senators are split on the matter. Senator Dan Coates doesn't believe the programs need to be tied together, but Senator Joe Donnelly says he doesn't see a way to get the farm bill passed without food stamps. And his biggest concern is that House Republicans don't seem to have any plan for food stamp funding, even in separate legislation. Some trees seem to be adapting to climate change by using less water. That's according to a team of researchers from several universities, including IU. WTIU's Gretchen Frazee reports on what the findings mean for Indiana forests.
Using atmospheric devices on a 150-foot tower in the Monroe State Forest, Indiana University researchers measured how much water vapor and gases were being absorbed and released by the forest. That information, combined with similar data from forests around the world, has led researchers to the conclusion that with more carbon dioxide in the air, trees are using less water. A team of IU researchers has been collecting this data for more than 20 years and recently published their findings in the journal Nature. IU Assistant Biology Professor Rich Phillips joined IU's team about 5 years ago to continue the research that team started.
Essentially what this paper has put forth as a hypothesis, and with some very interesting and compelling data to support, is the idea that under these changing environmental conditions, trees seem to be doing more with less water.
That could mean trees are better able to withstand droughts. But if trees are using less water, they're releasing less water into the atmosphere. And that means there could be less rain. Recent drier conditions, including last year's drought, could also provide new data to work with.
So one of the sort of things that we need now to test is to say whether under these new conditions where it's even getting drier, does this increased efficient use of water, is that offset by when it gets really dry, the trees can't quite adjust and actually continue to grow.
And researchers say the study shows a large-scale trend, but more research needs to be done to find out how individual forests are likely to react to climate change. For WTIU News, I'm Gretchen Frazee.
The Indiana Bureau of Motor Vehicles said today it would immediately reimburse customers who were overcharged for their driver's licenses in the form of credit. The lawsuits allege that the BMV was overcharging for driver's licenses. The BMV admitted to the possibility of the overcharges and immediately dropped the fees by $3.50. But prosecuting attorneys say the BMV is still overcharging by $2.50. And here's a look at the weather. Tonight will be clear skies with lows around 60 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and a 30% chance of thunderstorms with 86 degrees as the high, and tomorrow night 66 degrees as the low and partly cloudy. And here's a look at the 5-day forecast. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a 30% chance of thunderstorms. 88 degrees is the high on Sunday. For more on these stories and other local news, go to indianapublicmedia.org.